Bangkok, Thailand.
Look at this one. These are beautiful. Look at those.
The city, brimming with temples, tourists, and traffic, boasts a treasure trove of hidden culinary gems.
A secret eat, double secret.
From a historic noodle dish floating a secret ingredient.
That's Kinchio blood. Whoa.
To a spectacular riverside hideaway.
Oh my God, look at this place.
Harboring a breathtaking delicacy.
My God, that's amazing.
To an off-menu pad thai with a Western twist.
It's the craziest thing ever.
We're taking on this beautifully frantic city, one culinary wonder at a time.
I'm so happy right now.
Bangkok, Thailand. A city built on an intricate network of waterways, where behind every alleyway and along every canal is another delectable secret eat just waiting to be uncovered.
I'm fascinated to find out that the full translated name of the city is City of Angels, Great City of Immortals, Magnificent City of the Nine Gems, Seat of the King, City of Royal Palaces, Home of Gods Incarnate, erected by Visvakarman at Indra's behest.
That is definitely not where we booked our plane ticket.
We've arrived in Bangkok's Dusit district, an administrative area that's also home to several beautiful temples. My crew and I are in search of a tucked-away riverside restaurant found somewhere along this narrow alleyway.
Look, at one end you see this parking lot and a temple, then a bunch of houses, a river, and like a gate. And somehow in here is a place with the traditional Thai name of Steve.
Turns out, Steve's is not very easy to find, even with a local guide.
How do people tend to find this place?
I didn't. I got lost.
But with a bit of perseverance...
Wait, I see a sign that says Steve.
Despite its English-sounding name, Steve's is a local family-run restaurant that prides itself on serving delicious home-style Thai cuisine. And with that comes home-style Thai manners.
So this is where we take our shoes off.
In Thailand, it is customary to remove your shoes upon entering a home. And here at Steve's Cafe and Cuisine, that local tradition extends to all its patrons.
All right, everybody. We've had a lot of different firsts during this Secret Eats International run. Everybody, we do this entire segment shoeless.
Located on the serene Chao Phraya River, central Thailand's major waterway, Steve's provides an oasis from the hustle and bustle of the chaotic city.
Wow, this is beautiful. It's crazy with all that commotion outside. This is so like sedate and really lovely.
Sitting riverside, locals and visitors alike can dine on some incredible Bangkok delicacies known as Central Thai cuisine. But Steve's standout specialties are dishes that are rarely found in any Bangkok restaurant. Deliciously authentic Southern Thai dishes, a region known for its rich curries and strong spice.
How would you describe the difference between Northern and Southern Thai cuisine?
Well, Southern food is very, very spicy.
Okay.
Way too spicy.
Way too spicy?
Yeah, for me, yes.
What does it mean for a foreigner when a Thai person says that it's too spicy?
And today, we're here for Steve's signature Southern Thai dish, the Southern-style yellow curry fish.
So this is the eponymous Steve. So would you show us how the fish is made?
Okay, before we cooking, so we have to make like the curry first.
So all of this goes into this.
Correct. This is a lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
Okay. Lime juice.
Lime juice.
Garlic.
Garlic.
And turmeric.
Turmeric. And turmeric in root form.
You see the color.
That was pretty gangster right there. And finally,
chili, what we call Galian chili. And this means that it comes from the north.
Ah, I see. So you use a northern chili
Yes.
in a southern curry.
Yes.
Well, so when you mix all those together, the turmeric is what gives it that distinct color, right?
Correct.
The yellow curry is mixed with fresh vegetable stock, fish sauce, and aromatic lime juice.
Do you use kaffir lime for the juice or regular lime?
Okay, this is our secret also. We use
Secret, double secret.
we use half is yellow lime, half is green lime.
Oh, I thought those only existed in Sprite commercials.
Next, chef adds local palm sugar, lotus root, southern shrimp paste, and finally, fresh sea bass.
Cook it fast, sea bass.
After stewing for only 7 minutes, the spicy southern-style yellow curry fish is complete.
Be careful.
Why?
The most spicy dish here
This is the most spicy dish here?
in my restaurant. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That is so good. So first, I got to tell you, the fish is butter soft. It's delicious. It's interesting. I find that there's heat, but it tends to be more like in the chest, not in the mouth, which I think is great. It does have a beautiful, fruity, perfumey sourness. The actual sea bass itself just breaks apart on the edge of your spoon, and because it's been cooked into this beautiful, beautiful curry, that it actually soaks it up, and it's right down to the very fibers of the fish. An unbelievable treat from a place that is not easy to find, but well worth the journey. The amazing bounty of Thailand and a lot of tradition meet where there is no shoes on your feet.
After a taste of the South, I head north in search of a special boat noodle vendor found somewhere inside a floating market.
Is that down there?
Over there.
Let's look there. This is just unbelievable. I've never experienced anything like this. Look at this right here.
Look at that. All these little boats are packed with people. Whoa.
My crew and I have traveled 40 miles north of Bangkok along the Chao Phraya River to the Thanyaburi district in search of the Rongsit floating market.
Why is this market so terrific?
This is pretty much the place where only local would come. If you're thinking about having this boat noodles, it has to be this place. This is original where it got started, and it has been here through generations, and it's still popular until today.
Oh, I love it. And it's something that tourists wouldn't necessarily go to. So we're really like getting the good stuff.
The boat noodle originated in 1942 when merchants sailed along the Bangkok canals, cooking and selling these special noodles from their actual boats. Today, locals continue this tradition by feasting on these inherited recipes at noodle stalls along the canal. But there is one vendor that all the locals flock to, a boat noodle favorite found buried inside Rongsit Market called Rungrat Noodle.
Does Rungrat have a specialty?
Yes, they do have the rice noodle cooked it with marinated soups and pork or beef blood.
With pork and beef blood.
Yes, they believe it's healthy for you.
So there's blood in all of it?
No, just a tiny, maybe 1 tablespoon.
I'll do it if you do it.
Are we gonna be blood brothers?
We'll be blood brothers. Yay.
I join it.
Yes, blood brothers.
Yeah, you gonna have some blood?
Yeah.
While the Rungsit floating market is easy to locate,
This is just unbelievable. I've never experienced anything like this.
finding the highly acclaimed Rungrat Noodle among the dozens of other floating vendors requires a local in the know.
Is that down there?
Over there.
Let's look there.
Let's have a look. So yeah, this is it. This is welcome to Rungrat Boat Noodles, whereas everything started from here.
The original boat noodle.
Rungrat serves up pork satay and pork fried rice, but their loyal following is clearly cemented in their epic boat noodle recipe.
With so many amazing restaurants in Thailand, why did you come to eat here on a boat?
มาบ่อยก๋วยเตี๋ยวเรือก็ต้องกินที่นี่อะค่ะก๋วยเตี๋ยวเรือรังสิตถ้าจะกินก๋วยเตี๋ยวนะ
You're talking about having a noodle dish. This is the only place that she would come, and she comes here often.
Time to meet the woman behind the legend, Chef Oo, and taste her signature pork boat noodles.
So 3 generations of her family have been making boat noodle here. The same craftsmanship that your grandma used, that your mother used, still in use today.
Chef Oo starts her signature dish with a thin rice noodle.
Is this what goes in the traditional boat noodle?
Yes, it is.
How do you say this in Thai? What's the word for this one in Thai?
Send me.
Okay, noodles into the broth, some green leafy veg, some sprouts. And those are raw now, so those are getting blanched?
Correct.
Chef U tops her noodles with marinated pork, meatball, minced pork, and stewed pork. She then garnishes the dish with peanuts, scallions, and local herbs. And finally, it's time for the signature ingredient, Chef U's secret broth with her not-so-secret seasoning, a tablespoon of pig's blood.
Oh, that's fantastic. I can drink from the... Oh, my God. I'm already in love, but we are here for the noodles. Thinner than angel hair. Super thin. All that flavor gets trapped in between the noodles. You know, she put all the dry ingredients in first, then poured the broth on top. So the flavor from the pork, all the actual herbs that she added, that also goes into it. That is fantastic.
After a taste of the historic boat noodles, I take on the city's tiny alleyways in search of an obscure riverside paradise.
I honestly never expected to see this.
I've driven an hour outside of Bangkok to the Nonthaburi province.
I haven't seen one tourist since I've been here. I haven't seen one sign in English since I've been here. This is like locals only.
Yes, that is correct.
We're here in search of a rustic riverside restaurant called the River Tree House.
Okay, let's have a wonderful meal in a beautiful place by a river.
The River Tree House location is so obscure and hard to find that the restaurant recommends parking in the nearby temple lot and calling for a pickup. But today, we're conquering this on foot.
So tell me, are these temples to a specific deity or?
Not really. I mean, if they have spare land, they tend to build more temple.
Okay. In America, any spare land, we build a Starbucks.
With no signage for the restaurant whatsoever, our next step is to locate a tiny alleyway.
So here it says Soy Nonthaburi, so this is Nonthaburi Alley. Wow, I mean, this is a residential street. If you didn't know what you were looking for, and even if you did, wait 1 second. Whoa, I've never seen a side saddle tuk-tuk either. Look at that. How you doing? Oh, that's groovy.
This is a hike.
But one that's well worth it, because at the end of that urban jungle is the actual one.
Whoa. I'm expecting like Tarzan and Boy to come out and show me to my table. Oh my God, look at this place.
The River Tree House, a picturesque restaurant perched on the banks of the Chao Phraya River.
Oh my God. That is unbelievable. And look, you can see the water through the stairs. I mean, it's stilted. Look at this. I mean, you can go right down to the river. Look at this view. It's unbelievable.
The view is mesmerizing, but we've got bigger fish to fry.
And we haven't even eaten the food yet. I'm telling you this, if the food is half as good as the view, this may be my favorite restaurant on planet Earth.
While River Tree Restaurant offers an incredible seafood selection, we're here for one dish, the only signature item that is worthy of pairing with this magnificent view, the fried mullet fish with mango.
Now this dish is deceptively simple. Essentially all we do is fry the fish and top it with this mixture. But it's about the layering of flavors, the proportion, and the skill behind it. Tell me what we have in each of these. Obviously dry Thai chili.
Yep.
Fish sauce.
Correct.
Syrup to sweeten it. Lime juice.
Yep.
What is this here?
Smoked fresh chili,
And this?
chili oil,
Obviously lemongrass, basil.
mince.
That's mint.
Mango, fresh mango.
What's this one?
That's a kaffir lime leaves.
Have you ever smelled kaffir lime? No, I've not. Really beautiful.
It smells like a beautiful hand soap.
Chef Tiwa combines these fresh ingredients to create an epic flavor medley that will serve as the sauce for the mullet.
Is the fish ready to take a swim?
Okay.
Nemo! Sorry.
And after only 8 minutes in the deep fryer,
All right, so it's ready to come out. Let's do it. Oh, wow. I love how all these little nooks and crannies are going to catch that sauce.
So it's time to put on top.
All right. but the look, how brightly colored it is, it's just amazing. The smell is quintessential Thailand.
And with a final garnish of sliced mango, fresh mint, and dried Thai chili, we have the River Tree House signature dish, fried mullet with mango.
Just break into it,
ได้เลยครับ กินตรงไหนก็ได้เลยครับ Go nuts with it.
go nuts with it.
Get in.
Deal. Alloy. Whoa. Got all the crispiness that you want with fried fish. The inside is so moist and juicy. It almost tastes like steamed fish inside with the crunchiness of fried fish on the outside. But because this amazing sort of salad that we've drizzled on top has so many flavors, it lifts the whole dish. This is the fried mullet with mango at River Tree. It's delicious, it's amazing, and it's the only mullet I could probably get behind.
After a taste of this riverside hideaway, I head to the neighborhood of Ghost Gate for a delicious off-menu Thai dish with a distinctly Western ingredient.
Spaghetti. It's the craziest thing ever.
I've reached Bangkok's Old City for a local haunt eerily residing in the neighborhood of Ghost Gate.
Now, is it true that this used to be a crematorium?
That is true, correct. That's why we call Goat's Gates.
According to Buddhist tradition, departed souls would pass through these gates on this side of the crematorium.
So this became known as like the Ghost Gate area.
That's right.
But we're in Ghost Gate for Thailand's most famous culinary export, Pad Thai. Bangkok is filled with endless noodle spots, but when locals and tourists seek out the most authentic and delectable Pad Thai, they end up here, Uncle Pa Pad Thai at Ghost Gate.
This is like a place that pretty much locals go to?
Oh, yeah. And we love to eat pad thai around this area.
What is it about Ghost Gate that made you declare this is your one destination for Pad Thai?
Because they use the head of the shrimp, they make the oil of it, and that's why it's orange. And usually you don't see that in the typical Pad Thai restaurant.
Does it affect the flavor?
Yeah, completely.
But what most locals don't know is that there is a special Pad Thai found nowhere on the menu. A dish created to satisfy both Eastern and Western palates. A cultural compromise rarely found on any plate. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the off-menu Italian fusion spaghetti Pad Thai.
This fine gentleman is Nick. He is third generation here at Ghost Gate Pad Thai. And your family has been making Pad Thai for 45 years.
That's 45 years.
Now my question is this. When you know you have something so delicious, why did you change it and come up with the off-menu Italian fusion one?
ชาวต่างชาติมาชอบมาทานก็เลยอยากเปลี่ยนเป็นเมนูสปาเกตตี้บ้าง He started to get some tourists to come to have his pad thai. So he thought that maybe he could try some of their version. So the only noodle that he knows from Western American is spaghetti.
That's so brilliant. So do Westerners come and they love it?
Yes.
Wow. This Westerner is extremely excited to try it.
He begins by tossing the spaghetti in oil.
The Pad Thai is pretty popular. This is a great chance for a Westerner to try the amazing flavors of Nick and his family with a noodle they know.
Next, Chef Nick adds the restaurant's signature Pad Thai ingredient, shrimp brains dissolved in oil.
Ah, brains. We are literally the Walking Dead.
Then he adds the typical Pad Thai ingredients, fish sauce, red onion, yellow tofu, chili powder, and sugar?
I think it's crazy because I always think about lime and peanut for Pad Thai. I never think about sugar, but it's so popular. So what do we add next, Chef? So sprouts and green onion. And what is that? It's brine shrimp, krill shrimp. And they give a very distinct pink color. So ready?
Yeah.
All right. Please, may I have some more? It's the craziest thing ever. It smells like Pad Thai, but it almost looks like pasta after it's been sitting in marinara sauce for a bit.
Presenting the off-menu Italian fusion Pad Thai.
Oh my God, so good. The best way I could describe it, it is a very clean hit on Pad Thai. And I think that the use of the spaghetti, because it's starchier, because it probably absorbs a lot of that sauce, that it's sort of tones down the intensity of a pad Thai dish. If you've never had pad Thai, never even tried the flavors in Thai food, this would be an excellent introduction. The Italian fusion off the menu, pad Thai is so good it's scary.